Snack versus Wargaming Pay to Win. Is this the decider game? No, it's the winner's bracket. Wait, what? Yeah, it's the winner's bracket. Winner's bracket, yeah.
It's also reverse scene, so...
Yeah, Wargaming Pay to Lose going to be green. And they are going to be running Burgoyne, Kremlin, Des Moines, Stalingrad, Gearing, Marceau, double Haragumo.
Yeah, meanwhile on the other side we have the same amount of spices. Double Kremlin, double Des Moines, Stalin, Gearing, triple Marceau. Holy hell.
Oh boy, so, Henning, tell me about the Burgoyne.
Burgoyne on this map is actually pretty popular. It's a pretty big map with a lot of like open area that you need to that you can like can use a ship that can cross quickly, and Burgoyne gives you just that. You can relocate really fast with engine boosts and it being naturally pretty fast.
Yeah.
It's also really good at farming down battleships with just HE spam. It's not quite as strong in that as like a Conk, but it does its job, and it's faster to relocate on top.
Burgoyne does have the problem of having the smallest battleship guns at the tier with 380mm, so he does not get that overmatch on anything apart from Minotaur, really. And Smolensk, but that's not good. That's bad.
I mean, it does overmatch like the Stalingrad upper nose and stuff. Like, it does overmatch 25.
It doesn't overmatch the Des Moines bow, unlike the Montana, though, so that's the big one, really.
Burgoyne famously struggles against Des Moines class a lot.
And there are quite a few of them in this battle. We do see 2 Des Moines for the green team and 2 for the red team, so 4 Des Moines in this battle.
Another thing is also that the Burgoyne obviously is really squishy.
Alright, initial deployments.
75k HP.
Yeah, so initial deployments, Marceau, Haragumo, Gearing, Des Moines, Burgoyne, heading towards the A cap. Stalingrad going to be anchor himself behind the B cap. Kremlin, Des Moines, Haragumo heading over at the Charlie cap. We see a radar coming out already.
Yeah, they want to catch the Marceau in B.
Yep, your deployments?
Yeah. There's the Marceau capping B.
Yes, he's being shot at.
There's also double Marceau going aggressive into A here. Like, taking the absolute bonkers route here on top. Trying to catch out, like, a crossing cruiser or something. They're also gonna run into the Marceau catching, going into A. Des Moines, Gearing, Kremlin coming behind them. We have a Stalingrad on the usual island on the 7-9, and only Kremlin Des Moines going to C.
Alright,
let's like go over to the A cap.
Yes. Marceau is spotted for Wargaming Pay to Lose. This
is gonna be painful.
Yeah, there is 2 Marceaus dived behind this island, shot blocking the Gearing, Haragumo, Des Moines, and Burgoyne right now. So it is just everything onto this poor little Marceau in a 2v1 right now. They have overextended. They are going to be able to shot out by the Haragumo Des Moines combination, and they've turned out they might be able to mitigate most of this damage, but they got a lot onto the Wargaming Pay to Win Marceau before they disengage.
I like this play.
It's fantastic, yeah.
It's a disruptive opening. They got some spots done as well. There's not a Burgoyne coming here. It's some nice input to have.
We do see that trading damage coming back. They are getting a fair bit on AWACS's Marceau on the way out, but nothing compared to what they got onto Lajad in the green Marceau.
15k on Wargaming Pay to Win's Marceau compared to like the 5k AWACS loss. Yep. That's totally worth it. And they actually have a giant standoff on A. Holy hell, 5v5.
Yep, and we have 2 caps in favor of Snack right now because they got the Marceaus into those caps very quickly.
Yep.
Haragumo going to be taking C.
Cap. And actually, the Marceau that kept B is now on the way to C to make something happen there as well.
I think I'm going to position my camera over at the A cap because this looks like where things might get explosive fast.
Yeah. Like, I'm zipping over all over the place for now, but the C cap is not gonna explode until like the 10-9 push happens, which the Des Moines Kremlin are already on the way to do so. Getting countered by Des Moines Kremlin pushing up the A line as well, though, so that's gonna be fun.
Look at this aggressive push from Redamel and the Des Moines of Furry Fun. They're gonna be diving forward, and as soon as one of these Marceaus gets spotted, I think they're gonna drop that smoke screen. Actually, they dropped the smoke screen before that.
Yeah, Wargaming Pay to Win put the smoke screen pretty early because of that Marceau push. So they're not gonna have it anytime soon again. The Gearing smoke screen is gonna be still on cooldown for quite a bit.
They do have a spare Haragumo though. Radar comes out from the Des Moines, does spot the Gearing of Neo in front of 2 Marceaus and the Gearing and the Des Moines.
There's lots of chops coming.
Haragumo also gets caught on this radar.
These chops, these Gearing chops are bad. These chops on the Gearing are bad.
Oh, they expired!
Oh god, but he's still waiting, and there's two muscles really close to him. There's a lot of shells coming for him.
Yeah, but these opening up are in front of two
Yeah.
Des Moines, Haragumo, Burgoyne. They're just like, there's gonna be so many shells coming back at them, but they're just not landing.
I mean, the muscles are just gonna like switch to the Haragumo now. Because he got himself spotted. The problem is that the Des Moines at this range can't really effectively engage the muscles. Wake's taking quite a bit of damage now that they actually adjusted their aim correctly. But Wargaming Pay to Win losing a lot of HP on that gearing, and the Haragumo also losing 12k HP on this.
Also losing a lot of ground.
Yep. This is gonna hamper their attempts to recontest A severely. Wargaming Pay to Win actually relocating one of their muscles over towards the sea cap, it looks like.
10 line, by the way. Look at this Des Moines position.
Yep. That's the classical Des Moines standoff, and what's gonna be this is kind of fiery, because these Kremlins need to make a fucking run for it to not let the other Kremlin go around the corner and delete their own Des Moines here.
Do you think they took Brisk?
Yeah, they're both spotted, so if they did, it's useless.
Yes, they are spotted now, but getting round there, I think amazing.
Shut the fuck up.
Legitimate strategy, Henning. Legitimate strategy.
So right now I would say NAC has a big advantage. They have two caps. They're taking.
They also have the superior Kremlin position on the 10 line. Their Kremlin's going to get there much quicker, and they have less place to reverse.
Yeah, it's also the thing that's. I'm wondering if they're actually gonna go around, or if they're just gonna stare at each other.
Oh, the Kremlins are going to charge. Yuzora is going to be taking some pot shots at the roadside of the Kremlin as he makes his crossing, and he knows that the Des Moines can't reverse. Both Des Moines are spotting each other via Hydra right now.
I mean, in Amazing's place,
sorry,
the
Yuzora
problem is they don't really know where the DDs are, so that's why they don't really want to push around just yet. And the Maso, as you can see, is already like, look at this fucking top right map corner. What is this?
Look at the bottom left map corner as well, and look at B. Wargaming Point wins Marceau has parked himself in there, gets reset.
You should get the cap eventually, though, and that's important to like stop the points bleed, actually gaining some points themselves.
The Marceau of Prosper Ganosi are going to be joining this Des Moines and the Kremlin, going for this push
I think they're
around.
going to push around together.
They found the Haragumo as well, so they know exactly where he is. They know exactly where his torpedo is going to be coming from.
Some hesitation.
Torpedoes out from the Haragumo.
Oh, the Kremlin is going. Here we go.
Marceau's going too. Shots out from... got carried by Doc's Kremlin very early on.
Yeah,
Not going to do very much at all.
nothing, because it's a Kremlin. Amazing has some shots on the Des Moines. There's one turret. Oh god, there's another turret. And there's the third one. Doesn't kill the Des Moines immediately.
Marceau going to be going for that top push, but needs to be very careful because there is a wall of Haragumo torpedoes he has to juke through. Now, is he going to get the ultimate play where he gets a ball? Oh no, he's not going to get anything off at all.
Yeah, he went too early. He needed to wait for his Kremlin to actually delete this Des Moines.
Kremlin...
They are going to kill this Des Moines for sure.
Are you sure about that?
I say that.
He has a red turret still. Gets the red turret kill,
and
goes for the ram.
Is probably gonna happen?
Almost certainly, right?
Yes. There we go.
There they go. So now we have a Des Moines versus a Haragumo. We have crossfire support in from Yuzora if he wants to push up, and then they could pincer this Haragumo between two radars, which leaves over at the A cap is where most things are going to happen. This Marceau and Stalingrad, if Router and random letters that I can't pronounce, are going to have to relocate to something. The B cap's no longer a thing.
Yep. I mean, Snack has a pretty commanding control over A. I think they can spare one of their DDs to go over to B and contest that for now. They need to do that soon. They don't want to, like, have their points lead slip away.
A cap, still a bunch of smoke screens angrily shooting at each other. That are farming onto a Kremlin, apart from a Haragumo and Des Moines.
Des Moines is going to contest C here, and the Haragumo can't really do anything about it on its own.
Okay, so Yuzora, instead of choosing to help his Des Moines, has decided to relocate down to the A cap. So that leaves the Des Moines of SN3K to just cap C and hopefully not get 3v1 by Haraguma, Marceau, and Stalingrad.
Yeah, that's the issue. The Haraguma alone can't really do anything about the Des Moines, but if the Marceau groups up with the Haraguma, they totally can. So that's a bit scary. But as we can already see that SN3K is relocating their forces as well. Two of their Marceau is going towards middle, probably going to contest B, and reacting to whatever WGP2W is gonna do to react to that.
Radar comes out from the Des Moines and C. He's going to be picking up the Haraguma. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to get very much damage on him because he doesn't have an island. He can just dive behind right here.
Yeah. Corps going for the A-cap smoke screen.
Anything juicy? Let's find out.
Haraguma is gonna be able to dodge. Des Moines needs to be... yeah, should be able to dodge as well.
Des Moines gets in between all of them. Back to this radar at the C cap. Haraguma managed to get out with only a little bit of paintwork scratching down about 15% of his health. Marceau is going to be diving into B. Botton's going to go in first. We're actually going to follow him in there. They will have to worry about the Stalingrad's radar, but there's not really much that can shoot them apart from the Haraguma, who is still caught in this radar and dives back out in front of the Des Moines to continue farming. We see the Marceau and the Haraguma are both going to be opening up on the Des Moines at the same time, so they're going to try and burn him down, at least keep him reset. The Des Moines should be able to go behind this island and shot block the Marceau. Stalingrad radar comes out north of the B cap, going to be picking up the Botton's Marceau, but again, what's going to be able to shoot him apart from the Haraguma, which has to turn his turrets like all the way, and it's IGN turret traverse, so it's going to take a while.
Yeah, this Marceau's just gonna get B. Nothing they can do. So yeah, the Des Moines on, in the C cap is suffering a little bit. He can't really do anything about it. He is getting support from his own Marceau soon, though. And at that point, he should be fine.
Stalin did a full turn and is now in a position to radar that Haraguma. Haraguma is now caught in a three-way crossfire between the Marceau, Stalingrad, a second Marceau, and a Des Moines.
He is as in there, so the Haraguma can accelerate behind the island for most of them. He just has to worry about the Des Moines servos at that point.
Des Moines has to worry about some torpedoes heading his way as well. One of those in the second set looks particularly juicy.
And he gets pushed away from the island? Oh no! Island, please don't.
Oh, physics are fucky. Router Stalingrad gonna be diving through the B cap. He needs to be very careful of Gamecom's Kremlin.
And he needs to be careful about a lot of things here.
Yeah,
he just hit Bottom really hard though. Like that was a full HP Marceau, that's now half HP. He is gonna contest B for now. Meanwhile on A, the Burgoyne made its way into the A gap. That's risky. That's a Des Moines that's gonna farm you.
Yeah,
and Wiedemil just smoked it up as well. But this Burgoyne is literally just there to just block the cap for a little bit.
Router gave a little bit too much side to a certain
Meanwhile
Kremlin.
on the C cap, look at the Marceau. Sneaking up behind the Des Moines.
Oh. Well, he has to worry about two Marceaus in front of him.
Yep, the big problem for the Marceau was, I don't think he saw the Des Moines leaving. And now that he does, it's a bit too late.
Router got himself up in the V-cap. He is anchored behind the island now. He lost a lot of health to get in there. He's now going to be taking shots at the Marceau of Botton, who is currently trying to murderize the other Marceau. Crossfire incoming. Haraguma's trying to farm this Des Moines. It's not really a good trade because the Des Moines is firing back and the Marceau is very low. I don't think he has the
Botton
scope to engage right now.
heavily losing this trade on C. He might die if he doesn't like disengage soon.
The Marceau fights are determined by whoever turns out first. If you push into the other Marceau, you lose that fight every time.
And he dies. The Stalin on B actually hitting 4 shells there, I think.
And the Des Moines might take down the Haraguma too. Misses the first salvo, still has another one before he gets dark.
He needs to be able to lob this island. He can't.
He can't lob it. That might come back to haunt him in a bit.
Rayex could go for the Marceau here, try to play for the trade, but that's a gamble. He is not healthy enough to...
Yuzora from downtown doesn't quite catch the Haraguma. So Router is in a very dangerous position. He has the advancing Yuzora. Like, if Router can find a ram, he will go for it.
Yep.
The A-cap smoke blob war is still a bit messy.
So the problem is SN3K relocated a lot of ships away from A, and now they're actually outnumbered here.
Yeah, WGP2W are having a 2-cap advantage, and the Marceau takes a torpedo. WGP2W going to be picking up Wayex.
That is really unfortunate. They could not afford that. That is a big loss. However, Snack is contesting all 3 caps right now.
Yeah,
He just
Yuzora
left it
and
briefly.
Davil both going to be pushing towards Router. That
Yeah,
should
they're
be
gonna go kill the Stalin.
Yeah, that should be a free kill for the Des Moines.
The Des Moines needs to be careful. He cannot win this fight guaranteed if he gets unlucky.
Redamel did get briefly spotted by a Des Moines Raider. He's forced back.
And while the Des Moines is gonna leave C, the Maso is gonna go behind him and cap it. So they're gonna lose that cap and come.
Burgoyne gonna be taking a pot shot at the Des Moines.
Meanwhile, over at A, we have more torps going all around the place. Some of them are dangerous. Oh no! Redamel might eat a top here. He's
Redamel got stuck on Fairy Fun.
Oh my
god! Okay.
They somehow coordinated that or something. I have no clue, but good job.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they're both sweating.
Alright, Davil trying to take down Router as quickly as possible before the
problem is the Maso's actually
down.
shooting him as well, so I'm not even sure if he can kill them.
The Burgoyne is also shooting him.
The Stalin found a heal as well.
And I think he found one of the Des Moines' turrets, because I can only see one firing right now. And there's not much Yuzora can do to help this 3v1 situation, because even the Haragumo opened up. The Haragumo with like 100 health.
Yep.
Spicy torpedoes coming in the air cap smoke screen. I think they're already angled.
Snack is up a lot of HP, but they need to like get kills.
Yeah, Gamecom DE now has to push into Des Moines, Haragumo, and Gearing.
The Haragumo might eat a top here. He doesn't react. What? He just didn't react to the tops.
Tunnel vision onto the Kremlin, trying to farm him down, and regrets it immediately.
Gamecom is eating a top here, I think. Yes,
Yeah,
takes it on the stern. So I hope he has damage concern, because this is gonna be a lot of DOD.
Back to the B cap, Yuzora is now being farmed by the Haragumo, spotted by the Marceau.
Yeah, Gamecom is really low. I think he's gonna die here as well.
Yeah, he's flooding out.
Apparently doesn't have a damage con ready. Yeah, so he just dies.
Or he used them all already. He has been being
farmed
getting
farmed by a 400 HP Haragumo.
Regretting the fact he didn't land that salvo earlier.
So hard. You you barely don't kill the Haragumo. You lose your Maso to a random Maso top. Oh god, that is actually unfortunate.
Now Fairy Fun trying to trade with this Burgoyne, but he also has to contend with the other Des Moines that he's being farmed by. Yeah. Torpedoes from the Gearing not going to do anything to the Burgoyne. They're all going to miss.
Like in a 1v1, Des Moines wins this fight all every time.
Yuzora having to angle very awkwardly to both the Stalingrad and the Burgoyne at the same time.
He also can't really leave the B cap.
He does have a beautiful crossfire on the Burgoyne now, because the Burgoyne's overextended if he wants to turn his turrets to shoot that.
It's gonna take him some time to turn them, though. The one actually taking a lot of damage. Yeah, he's parked full broadside to the Des Moines, and he's also not angling to the Stalin. He's just taking full pen damage from both. Yeah.
Yuzora has had to leave the B cap.
Might want to consider shooting the bow of the Des Moines at this point. This midsection is very saturated.
Like, if they take the Burgoyne down, they can swing the points back a bit, but they're still going to be down, like, 3 caps.
Yeah, probably fun taking a lot of damage from the Stalin and B that pushed out on the south side.
Router's healed up a fair bit. Right, torpedoes from the Gearing of Redamel looking to head towards this Gearing the smoke screen. I don't know if he has a Hydra ready right now.
He is angled, though. He should be fine. Yeah, in the meantime, Stegas is running out of everything at this point. Yuzo's just getting farmed to complete shit.
Yep, by that 400 health Haragumo.
And the 4000 health Maso, and there's also a Stalin up his ass.
Gearing torpedoes, maybe? Oh, the Gearing ate a torpedo!
No! The problem is they're still gonna use Furry Fun.
He's dark right now.
There's still shields coming. Yeah, he does survive for now.
If Damel has a smoke screen, he can do something, but Yuzora needs to make some mega plays. If Yuzora can catch the broadside of that Des Moines exiting, that would be a miracle, but...
They are spotting him. The problem is, he can't get an angle on it. And his guns are also turned the wrong way. Yeah, you just probably gonna die here unless they like get some shots on the star in mid soon. Because that's the guy spotting user right now. And they're still running out of time. They still have a cap against them. User still hanging in there. Getting quite a bit of damage on the star in mid actually.
Well, Router was really, really low earlier on. And got some healing. Des Moines and Fairy Fun's now going to be opening up. User was down.
They are going to trade the star in mid.
Yep.
He's going to burn down.
Still not enough time to do
The problem
anything.
is, Fairy Fun, I mean, all the Wargaming Pay-to-Win needs to do right now is
10 seconds.
Yes.
That was a good game. Like a really good game.
Holy fuck.
Wargaming Pay-to-Win taking game 1. And what a fucking game that was. Holy shit.
That was a fucking game. And that's why winner brackets finals are exciting.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed that game. I hope for 2 more of them.
Yep.
Like
I like Trap. Trap is fun.
I really like that. So, best of 3.
Yep.
Next map. It's gonna be spicy. It's gonna be hot spot.
Oh yeah,
yes.
boy.
So, do we have any clue what's going to happen here? We've seen various different plans being executed on this map. We saw a home cap push, and the last time we cast it,
I saw home cap push is actually working, so I'm like trying to re-evaluate if my previous idea was actually correct. I still think it is because home cap push still takes a lot, and it's like in theory easily counterable.
Well. The idea of the home cap push is basically you're going to be blocking C, right? So C, you're going to be blocking D. D's going to be blocked. That's the assumption. Which means if you take
problem is, if you hard block D, you're going to lose the ship that's blocking D eventually.
Eventually. But in the meantime, you've done an A-B home cap push, and you're now taking on 2 caps. The third cap can be given up for free.
That is the problem. You're not going to get the enemy home cap before the enemy gets D. Like, there's no way you get that.
Even with a mild holding force? I don't know. It depends on what you want to push it with.
I mean, it depends obviously of what the enemy does. If the enemy is not going heavy on D, but then your home cap push is just not going to work to begin with, and it's going to be a stalemate situation next then. But if the enemy is heavy on D, then D is just going to get overrun if you have a home cap push planned. Like, this is a map where you either go full commit and like hardcore push on one side with like 6 ships or something like that, or you play standard, which should also work just fine.
So what you're saying is we need to run 7 Napolis through the middle of the D cap and just fuck everything up entirely.
I mean, you just run up your Kreml or something on the 9 line, go into the cap, through the gap, and shoot whatever is in D trying to cap there or block there.
Do you expect to see a heavy Marceau play on this map? So I expect to see at least 1 Marceau for the fast home cap.
I would expect there to be at least 1 Marceau, yeah. The map is pretty large again, there's quite some big distances to cross. So having these fast relocating ships with a lot of firepower helps.
Yeah, plus the YOLO potential for anything that's anchoring in the D cap.
I'm not sure if that's actually a concern. Like, unless you give up cover for the cap completely, I don't think you are in threat of getting YOLO'd.
There are paths through that cap when people are distracted that you can just oh, his turrets are turned. I'm gonna go.
There might be opportunities for sure, but also, it's risky.
Also, it will allow you to get a quick cap onto C. You can YOLO into that cap and C, and then if anything else tries to contest you, so you could be taking on 2 caps very early game.
We will probably see at least 1 Marceau per team. Probably 2, maybe Snack is going for the 3 Marceau blob again. Wouldn't be surprised.
Mm-hmm. Oh, spice.
Man, the last game had 3 DDs dying to jobs, what the fuck? And Redemel almost had the same fate.
I loved every set. I want more of the. Can these teams just go to a best of 5 instead? I want to see some actual fucking brawls, some proper back and forth games like that.
It was some exciting game, yeah. And
And
we're
we're
off
in.
to the next one.
So, hang on, which way around was it? I didn't even check. Let's see. I'm going to assume it spawns reversed. I'm going to take a guess. I'm going to gamble that Snack is on...
I'm just gonna wait until I see it and then I click on the scene. And no one in my chat will know. Why are you laughing?
I was right. Wargaming Pay to Win will be the left team. It will be spawns reversed. And they are going to be running a gross occur first. Kremlin, Des Moines, Minotaur, Venezia, Moskva, Gearing, Grozovoy, and a Ragnar.
Meanwhile, on the other side, we have Ohio, Kong, Des Moines, Minotaur, Venezia, Double Moskva, Daring, Halgumo. Actually, no Maso. Holy hell. What?
Yeah. So, a couple of things I want to talk about. Number one, gross occur first.
Oh yeah, boy. Here we go. That's like this week's of 9-10, 9-10 against.
Uh-huh.
Holy fuck.
I am very much looking forward to seeing this spicy gross occur first meme. But also, I want to quickly talk about the Grozovoy. He's not your standard pick. Normally, we were talking about this the other day, and you were saying that Daring just does its job better. But Grozovoy does have a bit of a long-range DPM potential, plus a longer smoke screen, so you can use it as a bit more flexible with your smoke screens and your farming potential than the Daring, because Daring has to get a lot more close, and with a lot of brawling action and a lot of heavy radar cruisers are going to be parked around the decap, it might be better to have that longer range farming potential.
I honestly don't really see that. Like, where are you gonna play this thing?
On the 910 line, as a smoke bot and a farming bot, should the potential come in to farm on the first. So I'm gonna talk about these two Minotaurs. You think the Minotaurs are gonna be both defending the two home caps? It's like, you know, this is your north style home cap push, like A cap.
You could also totally play it on D behind these islands. You have total radar coverage and you have a lot of DPMs to spam over the islands. And you would usually expect a Des Moines there, but well, Minotaur also works.
Well, enough speculating. Let's actually take a look at the initial deployment. So, heading over the A cap for this is Wargaming Pay to Win. They will be sending a Moskva, Venezia. Looks like to B cap they'll be sending the Grozovoy, Ragnar, Minotaur. Gross occur first looks like he's heading down directly towards the D cap. Kremlin, Des Moines, and Gearing heading towards the 910 line. Where's your deployments?
I have a lonely Moskva going towards B.
Kiting Moskva, standard.
Daring Minotaur, Daring going for towards C, Minotaur going for the item between D and C, interesting position there. Followed by a Venezia and an Ohio. And meanwhile, the 10-9 is gonna get contested by Halgumo, Des Moines, Moskva, Kong. Yeah, 4 ships, that makes sense.
Oof. So, I think all eyes on the B cap, or the C cap, sorry.
Yeah, it's also gonna be some action on the C cap now. Right away, actually, yeah. Ragnar and Grozovoy going aggressively.
Ooh, these Minotaurs could be very explodey.
Need to be careful.
Well, the battleships aren't in position to shoot at the Minotaurs just yet, because they're both taking the shot-blocking islands.
Yep. Wags and his Minotaur spotted now.
Yes,
Pops his radar and finds Ragnar and Grozovoy.
And Minotaur.
And what do these do nowadays when they get spotted by a radar miner? Well, they just shoot back. Like, I'm not sure how happy this Minotaur is about his findings here.
No, he's like, it was a prank. It was just a prank. Wax is suffering right now.
Yep. I mean, the Ragnar is more than happy to just trade with the Minotaur here at this range.
So's the Grozovoy, apparently.
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, the Grozovoy running Kuznetsov and not Ovechkin. Okay. Minotaur radar comes out for Wargaming Pay to Win. Will be reacquiring Wax. Daring
does not find the Daring, actually. No. He is barely out of range, like 800 meters.
Sap coming in towards the Minotaur
The
Minotaur
is trying to reverse into range, though. Question is he gonna be in time? I don't think so. Is the Grozovoy gonna block in time? He is. And now button is spotted.
Yeah, but nothing's gonna open him on him. He's gonna leave the cap. He doesn't know that the radar... Oh, the radar's now over. He's like, let me just go back in then.
Yeah. This is gonna reverse back in, yeah.
Let's take a look at what these blobs of ships are doing at the home caps. Moskva, Venezia, Moskva, Venezia.
I mean, they're
Moskva,
not really
Venezia.
doing anything.
Yeah, they're all just looking for crossfire into this middle on these two destroyers.
I'm more looking at the 10-9 right now. We have a Harugumo providing smoke support for the mine behind him, as soon as he wants it, at least. A Kite and Kong. Moskva is sitting on the super farm island.
I like how decap is completely empty.
Well, yes, because I mean that's actually interesting. You would expect to like at least get someone in there to get some points, because it's 3 points.
Literally, the only caps that have been capped is the home caps.
But both teams just put more emphasis on actually contesting the 9-10 line, because that's like the side where you get the most influence out of the game. Deving has to dodge some tops, should not have any issues doing so. There's a nice big gap for him.
Morton has parked Bao in his Moskva and is starting to be farmed by the Ragnar, whereas the Wargaming Pit lose Moskva of Router is just like sat there kiting stance, just looking for shots onto the Minotaur of WX across the map.
Morton can just reverse into cover and D-spot. He's only gonna get spotted by the enemy Moskva's Vader then.
Oh, big hit onto Wargaming Pit wins Minotaur there. I'm not quite sure what that was.
Ohio Servo. The Ohio can lock this from his current position.
Des Moines of Davil on the 10 lane took a salvo from the Kremlin as well.
Yeah, makes sense. It's actually pretty interesting what we have here on the 10-9. It's a Kremlin Des Moines gearing versus Haragumo Des Moines Conqueror Moskva. So the Kremlin can't go as aggressively as he wants to. He would just get completely fucked by a Kong. And the Des Moines can't like push too aggressively, considering there's a Moskva Vader. He actually needs to dodge these tops as well. Just press S a little bit. Yeah, fine. Snack does have the cap advantage right now. They managed to actually flip C. We actually see Yuzo and his Venezia relocating towards his home cap, and he's gonna meet an exact mirror here. Man, this looks pretty funny. Both teams basically mirroring what they're doing here. WGP2W also putting a Gorozhovoy into their home cap. Probably gonna try to assist his Venezia friend. Not sure what he's gonna achieve there though. But right now, Snack is building a small lead. And they also find the GK being pretty aggressive there.
Yeah. So about this GK pick. We're now seeing what the GK's intended purpose was. And that was to int. He's now down half his health extremely rapidly. He was full health like a second ago.
Wait, the GK is healthy.
Okay, I might have misread it. He's like, you know, he's lost 25% of his health.
Yeah, it makes more sense. He is brought into the Ohio though, and it takes like 2 overpens. Never mind.
he's like, you know what, I was gonna go in there, but then you shot at me and I don't like it.
Yeah. Understandable, have a nice day.
Okay, now he's...
I think he expected to have something to rush inside the decap, and there just isn't anything in there.
I mean, there's Minotaur of WX, who seems to be, like, tentatively considering his approach.
The thing is, if there's a Minotaur on the cap, I'm not even sure if the GK wants to rush that.
So, the Grozvoy has relocated to the 1-2 line. Looks to be pairing up with the Venezia to try and get a push going.
Yeah, not really sure how successful it's gonna be. There's still a Moskva there that can help.
And a
And the Venezia, like, what is he gonna do?
Okay. Sorry. WX has parked himself behind the rock in the decap, and there's a radar coming out from the Minotaur who's trying to lob him.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Ragnar's trying to lob him. How fucking big is the Ragnar?
Okay, the Ragnar might actually be able to lob this. Yeah, he totally is. The Minotaur doesn't really know if there's anything from WGP2W lurking at the 8 line, so he probably hesitates to reverse too far. Like, if the GK, for example, didn't turn left but right instead, he could actually lob that from, like, the 8-9 line. Which would be really awkward.
Now the GK is on half health.
Yeah.
Minotaur of WGP2W is also going to be diving into the decap. We might see something really
Conqueror
weird.
is actually cross-shotting the Minotaur with AP right now.
Yes. And nothing.
Not hitting. I think clipped him with like 1 overpin. Yeah, Rex took quite a bit of damage from that. So WGP2W is actually staging for like some kind of home cap attempt.
Yep, the Moskva has rotated there. He's going to be going down through this 3-4 line.
The problem is they don't have a lot of ships to actually do that, and there's an Ohio nearby.
Yeah,
It's kind of spooky.
Well, if Gamecom, if they can at least distract Gamecom, they can do something with their Minotaur. Because right now, Gamecom's looking very dangerous for that Minotaur.
Well, yes, the Gamecom has two jobs: protect home cap and
Crossfire them.
angle lock the Minotaur in the V cap, basically.
Angle lock, is that like? Isn't that a wrestling move?
I mean, usually ankle locking is like you have a bound ship, and you just load AP and wait for him to do stupid stuff. So it basically means he can't turn out, which is exactly what you call angle locking. And the rest of your team is just farming him down while he refuses to turn out, basically.
What's the appropriate situation where you are caught in an angle lock?
If you're caught in an angle lock, you're fucked. I mean, in this case, it's literally just this Minotaur can't really move out. That's the angle lock in this case. Like, he has to just stay behind this island. He might actually go forward, but then he might get like Hidewood or wait out, and then you can shoot him anyways. It's not pleasant.
Yeah, the home cap push is relatively stalled right now, but I will point out. Oh shit.
Okay. Gamecom just devastates his Venezia.
The home cap push has extra stalled because of the dead Venezia now.
Yeah. You're not respecting that your Ohio can actually lob that. Like, this little island here is just not big enough. And he takes a massive hit from the Ohio and just explodes. He also lost a bunch of HP in the meantime, but now that the Venezia is gone... like, he has still an annoying Gorzovoy up his face, and he doesn't have Hydro. But without a Venezia to actually support him with firepower, it's not that scary anymore, so you can just stay there.
Radar exchange in the decap once again. We might be seeing, yep, we see Ragnar simply calls once again opening up on the Minotaur's Wax.
And the GK is actually going for the position that I talked about earlier, trying to get an angle on this Minotaur. And the Minotaur is kind of like, he's noticing that something is wrong. He's also getting shot by the Kreml up his ass. So he might consider leaving.
Even Botton's opening up in the middle.
Honestly, I would not mind this Minotaur leaving the decap now that the radar's off.
Oh, wait, yeah, I mean, look at the point lead that he's got right now. They're already taking on 2 caps. They don't need to hold this for now. Although
they don't need to hold this at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rex is actually leaving. Yeah, I like this play.
Davil, on the other hand, caught out in his Des Moines, going to be taking a double fire. Overstayed his welcome slightly.
Meanwhile, on the 10 line, we see like Kreml doesn't like fighting against the Kong on the same thing.
Yeah, it's just fine. We'll put a Kremlin in the smoke screen.
Because this Kremlin is down to 33k. Meanwhile, the Kong is like basically brand new.
Yeah, super healed.
The GK is actually kind of joining the 9-10 line fight, and the Kong is actually bow on, so he needs to be careful, especially since Gearing 12s are coming in as well, and he's getting farmed by a Des Moines. The same is of course true for the GK, because he's gonna take Kong fire now. And I can tell you from experience, that's not nice. And the Harugumo needs to be careful, these tops are nasty. Uh-oh. Yeah, he sees them now, twice to turn. Think he has a gap?
Yeah, he has a gap. Does the Conqueror, though?
The Conqueror is now unspotted, he can just turn off. Like, even if he takes the top...
Moscow kills Uzora's Venezia.
I guess he just overstayed his welcome there. Okay.
Both Venezia's now down on that flank. We see caps are 2 caps are 2. However, there's a 200-point lead now.
Yep. I'm pretty sure the Conqueror has a heal ready if he wants to.
Oh yeah, he's a Conqueror. He just prints whatever a new ship is.
But and Wargaming Pay to Win is gonna lose that Kremlin.
Yeah, he's caught. He's gonna go down unless
the question is the Conqueror's not trying to turn out, but the GK might spot him full broadside when he does. Conqueror's just shooting. That's risky.
Look at the 3-4 line as well, by the way.
I see it, but we might have a devastated conk here.
He's not. That doesn't look
He does
devastating.
not get devastated. That is lucky.
The Kremlin might go down. I'm trying to like catch the 3-4 line action in the background as well. The Minotaur rotated back over there as well to help out.
Yep. It's Ohio daring Moscow versus Moscow Wagner Gorzovoy. The Kremlin finally goes down. So now we have GK Conqueror action here. The Kong trying to aim against the second salvo. Does take 10k in return. He does not have a heal. He used his heal already. So he's probably gonna die here to secondary spam plus the mine firepower.
There's a load of stuff happening all over the map right now.
Conqueror going for a final salvo on this GK before he goes down. Dies to secondaries. The GK took a lot of damage in return though.
GK
and
did. The Minotaur's been pounding away at him.
Yeah. Yeah, he's still getting pounded. Holy hell.
And they have nothing to spot that
He
Minotaur right
does
now.
blind fire the Des Moines in the smoke. Doesn't hit him. And I think he's just gonna go down here as well.
Yep, GK goes down. Both battleships dead on the 10 line. Well,
Meanwhile,
3 of the battleships.
on the B cap, the shooty bang bang has started there as well. Game got under pressure from Wagner plus Gorzovoy. Moscow's still playing a bit passive. Not sure if they can afford that.
The thing is, Router could have been in position to shoot at the Minotaur if he had like been able to relocate there.
Yep. Meanwhile, look at Wakes. Where's he going now?
Is he going for the dive on the Wargaming Pit?
You might just go for the support on the B cap. Like an extra raider there would be great. But it's gonna be risky. Yep.
So if they take this B cap, they will still be down and it will still be a 1-cap win. I think.
Yeah. Very
So
fun in his Moskva is getting slowly farmed down by Garantor and his Des Moines. But Garantor is also taking fire in return by Harugumo Des Moines Moskva, so he's probably gonna die first. And he is bow on. He's on fire. There's no smoke screen to help him. I think he's just gonna die first.
Daring Grozovoy fight happening at B, along with the Ragnar as well. Bottom might go down here.
Yeah, Garantor dying is gonna put WGP2W in a bad spot. Bottom gets traded on the other side of the map in return. So ships dying all over the place. Very fun should be safe for now. WGP2W does take the B cap.
Torpedoes towards the Haragumo on the 10 line gonna be squeaky bum time, but he's gonna dodge around them. Okay, so reassessing the situation. 3 caps to 1.
Yes.
But that's not enough.
Exactly. And the problem for WGP to win is 3 caps to 1 is not enough to win this game. They actually need another kill. Or they need to contest A.
How do you get into the A?
Which is hard.
Wakes is so low though.
Wakes is low. The problem is, I'm not sure if they can hold D. There's a very, very angry Des Moines going to charge your Minotaur, and your Minotaur can... the Des Moines Minotaur matchup is very one-sided.
Yeah, they have no meat to hold back this Des Moines. Lost the battleships, both of them.
I guess Des Moines can, like, charge in and murderize the Minotaur. And he actually raided the Minotaur because he already has shots there.
Morton's Moskva is going to be caught broadside at that Des Moines. Not Des Moines, Minotaur. I'm not sure what he's going to be able to do with it.
Not that much at this range.
Yeah, Minotaur. Also, the Haragumo opening up on him.
Yeah, he's gonna die here in the decap. And after that, they will lose the D to the Des Moines capping, which is gonna be the end of it. But on the other side, GameCon in this Ohio is getting farmed down as well, so
yeah,
might actually get a trade
for a while.
Yep.
Morton should have shots and simply call now though. Like even if you are right now,
and he hits
that's real guns.
And does he get the Wagner though? Oh, the Wagner drops to 300 HP. What? Simply called cannot die here.
Minotaur, however, is dead.
And he does die.
Both
Okay.
of them dead.
And the Minotaur dies, and the game ends. Okay. And Snack is taking game 2.
We get a game 3 in this series.
Oh yeah, boy.
I like this. I like cuts. I like cuts.
High level cuts when it's not a camp fest. Yes. Yes.
Oh, it's so juicy.
Like imagine Pedro wasn't banned.
No, no, let's
Then
not
this would be
imagine Petro
so
wasn't
much
banned.
different.
Alright, let's get on to the best of 3 scene. And look, I fixed it. There. We'll give me pay to win one trap, and then Snack won hotspot, and now we're moving on to Land of Fire, or Land of Henning, or Land of Ramming, or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Shut up. So this is, as I said, the winner's bracket final. So the winner of this is qualified for the knockout stage next week, and the loser gets another shot on qualifying for the knockout stage in the loser's bracket. So they're not out if they lose.
Ooh, spicy stuff. Oh shit, yeah, we have two elimination games after this as well, don't we? Oh boy.
Yep.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy isn't playing anymore, right?
I think Yeah Boy have changed name to Paid.
Oh, right, yeah. I'm stupid.
I think they wanted to distance themselves from the old community of Oh Boy, Yeah Boy, and what was the third one? Oh fuck.
Oh boy.
Oh Boy, Yeah Boy, and Yo Boy.
Yo boy.
And then Oh fuck as well for whatever reason. Yeah, that got confusing.
Man. I'm looking at like different results, and the Killer Group 2 that had No Cap, Rio, and Toas in it, and a certain clan that's now disqualified. No Cap won against Toas. 2-0.
Okay.
So now Toas and Rio have to fight it out who's gonna follow them.
Understandable. Right, so Snack versus Wargaming pay to win on this map, Land of Fire.
Alia dropped a game against A7 in the winners bracket. It's 1-1 in that series as well.
Interesting. Spicy stuff happening all over the cots. So, how many Montanas we're going to see on this map?
I hope none. Because why?
Do you reckon we'll see another GK? No, didn't think so either.
Like, GK at least makes a little bit of sense.
Last time we saw a GK on this map, it didn't go very well. It was international finals last year. Yeah.
Now, the thing is, you could put a GK on the 10 line. The problem is it doesn't really do anything better.
Apart from Hydra the Salem. About it.
Well, if there's a Salem around the island, you just go around and murder it.
Yeah, but you can Hydra it first to scare it. It brings the extra intimidation factor. It's like, why am I Hydroed? Oh.
Time to die.
Uh-huh. Or time to farm down the GK on the 10 line, because I don't even fucking know what happened in that game, man. It's like, I just remember both of us, like, we jump into that series and we just suddenly decide that we no longer understand how the fucking game works. Alright, once again, the reminder, the bans for this series were Alexander Nevsky and Alexander Nevsky. Understandable, have a nice day. Everybody's readying up. I'm going to have a look at the training battle chat. I think we're probably being told to wait for people because it's game 3.
Teams are getting ready.
Teams are ready. I think we're just holding out for if any other players need a game 6 in the series or etc. etc. Game 6, game, you know what I mean.
They are blaming the streamers. Makes sense. Always blame them in doubt.
Well, apparently Pirate Penguin can't tell whether it's Snack or Snack, so...
I mean, considering all of them have a 3 in their clan tag, I would say it's pretty, you know, obvious.
Right, so game is going. We are into game 3 of this Best of the TVs, and I didn't even check who the fuck is on the reverse spawn scene once again because I am.
Why are you
actually
mentioning
terrible
that? Just don't, and then just switch to the scene as soon as you see it.
because that would be too intelligent, okay?
I know.
Uh-huh.
And now you like called me out as well because I actually have to do that exact thread.
Spawns reversed. Wargaming Pit Lose are going to be on the green team, and they are going to be running Yamato, Kremlin, Des Moines, Minotaur, Goliath, Gearing, Marso, Haragumo, Ragnar for Destroyer composition.
And on the other side we have double Kreml, double Des Moines, Napoli, fuck's sake, Moskva, Daring, and double Marceau.
So,
that's a bunch of Kremls.
that is a bunch of Kremlins and a Yamato. And a Goliath, which we haven't seen much of, but is a pretty standard pick.
Yeah.
Nothing really too extraordinary to talk about, apart from the fact that one team's bringing 4 Destroyers and a Minotaur. Like, that's,
Yeah, the thing is, one of the Destroyers is a Haragumo, one of them is a Maso, one of them is a Ragnar, so usually when you go heavy on Destroyers, it's like, that means you have a lack of firepower at some point.
Yeah.
But with these Destroyers, I would say, not so much.
Yeah. And also, the general expected strike. I'm a bit curious about this Goliath pick. He's not really going to be able to hold anything. He can farm, but he can't stop the Minotaur being YOLO'd, but the Minotaur has his own self-defense mechanism for that, I suppose. So,
yeah.
Let's take a look at these initial deployments.
It's not a fail-safe, though, so you can get rushed, like, if they take a wider approach around the island.
Yeah. Initial deployments. Goliath heading towards the A-cap, going to be the really wide kiting. Des Moines going to be backing him up. Kremlin going to be following the Minotaur, and the Gearing going to be heading towards the C-cap. Haraguma going to be taking a wide berth between the C and B-caps. Marso and Ragnar going to head with Charlie. I meant B when I said Minotaur and Gearing. Blame the last map.
Right. Meanwhile, Snack is going for a very, very aggressive Marceau spot between A and B at the start. Behind him is going to be a Des Moines Napoli heading towards A. Daring going to contest middle like usual. A Kreml just sitting in mid, looking to shoot something. And Marceau, Moskva, Des Moines, Kreml going towards C.
Understandable. Have a nice day. Radar comes out from the Minotaur.
Yeah, they find the Marceau. And the Gearing is smoking his Minotaur friend in.
Yeah, Marceau is just going to turn out. They're not really going to get that much on him. Kremlin takes a pot shot as well. In fact, everybody taking a pot shot. Goliath from max range too.
Yep.
Landing precisely 0 so
yeah.
far.
He's gonna beach though.
He is going to beach.
Not the best idea to do that here.
No.
Considering you're eating the full duration radar.
Eh.
Question is, can I actually like hit him? Oh, yep, they can. They for sure can.
Still hitting them. And they got the Minotaur pushed up to that island with the small
Honestly,
screen.
only 6k. That's not too bad.
You
8K.
seeing?
8k. That's still not super bad.
It's painful. They would like that health back later on. C-caps also, they're going to lose a lot of health on their other Marceau. WX getting caught out. Ugh.
That's a lot of damage you took there. 10k.
He did trade a bit back though onto the enemy Marceau. Got about 9k on that, but he was clearly outnumbered there. I say outnumbered. You had more ships with him, but they weren't in a position to get shots in yet.
Yep. I mean,
well,
honestly, WGP2W wins Marceau actually took like about 9k as well, so the trade was actually not that bad.
Yeah, Botton gonna be dipping into the B cap now that he knows that the Minotaur's Hydra's off, radar's on cooldown.
Yep. Why not?
Gamecom in the Kremlin, doing this. A lot of ships rotating back to farm that Kremlin right now. He is a very advanced forward.
He can use the island in front of him to like shot block, turn out, and leave if he wants to.
Yeah,
You should probably consider doing it because these ships that are shooting him right now won't stop. I say when they stop immediately after I say that. Epic.
Yeah, they're all rotated to shoot a Davil in the A-cap in the Des Moines.
Yeah. This approach is always kind of dangerous.
Yeah, caught between that Goliath and Minotaur crossfire. Ew.
I guess there's no real safe way to do this.
There is, with a smoke screen.
There's always a raider somewhere around there. You will not get there without getting raided. Like in this case, Garanta and his Des Moines probably would have pushed up earlier if they didn't see this Des Moines approaching already. Meanwhile, Snack's Master on the one line actually spots Garanta while trying to do the same, so they will get some revenge here. And I'm pretty sure the Kreml of GameCon in mid does have an angle on that, so that's interesting.
He does, but does he have the range? Counter Raider
He
coming
is
out.
barely in range. And he's turning his guns. There we go.
There's a Kremlin in the middle of the beat. And you shoot.
Alright, 20 km Kreml dispersion. And 1 pen.
I think that was one sit.
He also catches Marceau torpedoes. That's actually a problem because now he needs to slow down a bit to dodge these.
Yeah, that'll get the
Kremlin might get
Kremlin
another salvo. And he actually needs to turn full broadside to dodge these, so
Ooh, clench.
I think the
one citadel.
The one random shell that just disperses just gets the sit. Okay. Good meme. He also finds another muscle that he has to dodge now, so I think he's shotgun from the Kremlin. There's one turret from the Kremlin coming towards him.
Kremlin is down to half health.
Yeah.
So is the Des Moines, I suppose.
Doesn't get any further damage. He is shot blocked now though, and not spotted anymore. Still, that's like the problem is I know these kinds of plays, but usually you put your Kremlin on F4 if you want to do this kind of stuff. It also makes it that you're way closer to the Des Moines if you tries to push into A. It's still shit because you get farmed to death eventually, but well, you know.
C-cap taken by Wex Marceau. Should stabilize this point bleed.
Yep.
Moskva every Damel taking quarter of his health in a salvo there. Yamato saying hi.
David in his Des Moines inside the A-cap is getting spammed over this island by the Minotaur north of B. They went forward a little bit and now has to deal with the Goliath in his face instead. So he needs to like find a safe angle there.
He also has this impending doom of
the
a Kremlin. Yeah.
They need to like realize that the Kremlin is actually approaching there and get the Marceau to help them out.
They're currently relocating their Marceau away from there, so that could be a little bit messy.
They see it. If the Marceau leaves, then this Des Moines is in trouble.
This Kremlin and B still being farmed down by Haragumo and Ragnar.
Yeah. You might want to consider leaving.
Well, we said that about 5 minutes ago.
Yes, and he might like want to actually consider it again. Like the first time he considered it, he was like, "Nah, this is fine." Now I'm like, maybe you should consider it again. You know?
Reconsiderations.
Yep. Meanwhile, Snack is having a really good hold on the C-cap now.
Yeah, they've managed to get the Des Moines quite far advanced. They're also going to be sending up the Marceau way ahead of him.
Yep. Now this Des Moines position right here is the exact reason why you do 10-9 plays usually. It's really yikes to deal with.
Back to this Des Moines and A-cap being formed with the impending Doom Kremlin approaching. The Marceau of Prosopagnosia was spotted, so they know that he's in the area. Currently.
Yeah, he needs to stay there to support his Des Moines. He cannot have like if Snag loses his Des Moines in A for free, they're gonna lose the A cap, and then they're in trouble. Like right now, they actually have a slight points lead. I'm actually surprised that WGP2W isn't like trying to do something with their destroyers, like relocating them to farm a specific target. Problem is, all of Snake's ships are in pretty safe positions apart from the Kremlin. Even the Kremlin can just shot block if he really wants to. Meanwhile, Bottom, every time the radar is down, can just dip into the B cap and increase the spot advantage Snake has. So Snake's biggest liability is literally just the A cap.
With the impending doom Kremlin slowly approaching.
Okay, I wouldn't even mind if the muscle goes into the A cap directly, just parks next to the Moine and says, yeah, go ahead, come.
I think
I'm
you
waiting.
rotate the gearing to zone out the muscle so you can get
trying to rotate the gearing to cap C, I think. The problem is, it's dangerous.
I would have sent it to A so you can outspot the muscle, force him back.
If the muscle just parks inside of A, you can't do anything. GameCon is actually just gonna get farmed to death here.
Yep. Once again, we're gonna reconsider.
I have found an angle over the item base currently parking, so he needs to reverse even more. Wait, is GameCon stuck? He's getting blind farmed. Oh, never mind. He's not spotted though. He is not moving. He's moving his turrets, but he might just be stuck on this island. Oh, never mind. There's a Kremlin with quad shots on him, so he's just like, guys?
Help.
Guys?
Smoke me, please. Simply Call gonna be leaving.
Guys?
Simply Call and Mayator decided he's had enough of the B cap, so he doesn't need to be there anymore, like Kremlin dies. So now that you've captured C, you have map control there, you force the Yamato into the map corner, how would you rotate forces to be more useful?
I mean, they're currently kind of doing that. The Kremlin is just going. They know that all the LDDs are currently busy farming the Kremlin, so he tries to use this time to get a forward position. That's kind of risky because as soon as these CDs are done with the Kremlin, they could just go ahead and see, oh look, there's a second Kremlin there.
Time to farm that one instead.
Like, Snack doesn't really have enough control, map control yet. GameCon does go dark for now with the interestingly late smoke, but it's a dabbing smoke. It's gonna give him like 40 seconds. If he even gets 40 seconds, because one of these tops might just touch him.
Touched.
And now point advantage swings. WGP2W having a slight lead now. Amazing. Finds the Yamato. The Yamato is already angled out, so they're not even gonna get that. They don't even They can't even attempt to get that kill. The Yamato's gonna run away.
The impending Doom Kremlin has arrived at the C cap, the A cap, sorry.
Yep, and the Maso is actually waited, and they see that the Maso is running away rather than helping.
B cap, Simply Call picking up the Daring in a radar.
Yeah, the Daring's angled out, but it's like he's very close to this Minotaur.
Yeah, at that angle, like the Minotaur can just absolutely annihilate you via your turrets, via your superstructure.
It's not gonna be that much damage, especially since he's kind of missing. It's not. It's still unpleasant.
It's not what it used to be before the barbette changes. Barbette changes means that you... So look at this Kremlin. Let's see. Look at these torpedoes from the gearing. Look at these torpedoes from the Marceau.
Yeah, these did exactly what I said. Oh look, there's another Kremlin.
The Marceau torpedoes expired. Gearing torpedoes will not. Can the Kremlin accelerate in time? Does he know they're coming? That's an engine mod Kremlin.
He's still gonna take one.
It's down to 15,000 health. Honestly, the two Kremlins not really doing very much this game. Both of them just getting
Yeah,
farmed.
the battleship usage of Snack here is not convincing, and that might actually just cost them the game here.
Meanwhile, the impending Doom Kremlin has decided, fuck this, and has left. Oh, wait, no, actually, he has
No,
salvos.
he's actually going wide.
Took a salvo at the
And
Mosso, miss.
meanwhile, on the other side, look at what Garantor is doing here.
Oh, you see, meanwhile on the other side, I was like,
On the A-cap, he's just gone forward and catches his muscle.
Yamato kills a Kremlin. Amazing dies at the C-cap.
There.
Torpedoes on Garanto?
Snack is gonna lose their muscle here as well. I think.
Yep, all those torpedoes missed.
There we go.
And now,
And now
we have a very
Garantor
dead...
can literally just go forward because David has his guns the other way. He doesn't, for not really any real reason. Like, he literally can just go around and kill this guy. Just go around, go to the left side of him, AP him from there. What is he gonna do? I think he's just scared of the Napoli, but... there's no way he dies.
Right out from the Mothra, going to be picking up Simply Call, but I don't think they're going to be able to do anything with that information. Yeah, Simply Call just going to open up onto Devil.
Wargaming Pay to Win has 5 ships overseas now, and they're just looking for targets, isolated targets they can kill. In this case, it's very fun. Who's not having fun at all.
Yeah, there's Devil.
Yep.
Gremlin shots coming in.
Dama is trying to go into B. He might... yeah, he's currently waiting, I think. Catches the Minotaur, but... I mean... the Minotaur's gonna hide here behind that island, I think, for now. He's kind of in a weird position. Snack might be able to get that Minotaur killed at some point. They are gonna lose their Des Moines, though. Although the Kremlin actually took a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's missed salvo after salvo, and the Des Moines just been raining down shells. Goliath takes a salvo, misses.
Funnily enough, since Des Moines loads AP, I think he can kill the Kremlin before he reloads.
Especially with the help of the Napoli.
Oh, there we go. Ow.
That
Ow.
shouldn't happen. The Goliath also still doesn't get the kill, so the Goliath might be next. Goliath giving too much side, gets citadeled.
Okay,
now they're going for the gun incaps. Like, please incap. Nope, no incap. Still doesn't get the kill. 100 health. Can he get a heal off? Yamato kills Des Moines in the background.
Yeah. So it's still alive.
Wayx and the Gearing going to be torpedoing each other just in the background there. Wayx losing the fight with the Gearing, point blank. Takes a couple of tops.
Tops make a difference.
And now we see a 6 ship to 1 kill advantage.
Yep.
We do have simply called caught between Redamel and the Daring, but
the Daring is currently raided, and, well...
am I stuck in here with you, or are you stuck in here with me?
It's a Baron Daring versus a Minotaur. A very, very, very angry Minotaur.
And the Napoli.
Oh yeah, the Napoli actually has shots on the Minotaur as well right now.
So, overextensions at sea? Slightly,
yeah, not really clean, but they got the job done.
I think this was more
the Minotaur
about...
actually kills the Daring, but he's gonna burn down, actually. Alright. Doesn't really matter, like... Snake is down way too many ships.
Yeah, it's down to Redamel and the Moskva and the Napoli of Uzor, who's not going to be able to do very much at all.
Yep. And if for some reason this game extends a bit longer, then the Reign of Death from Ragnar Haragoma Source is gonna come over and take care of it. But I don't think Redamel is gonna be long for this world.
No, Redamel looking...
oh, he took a sit. Okay.
Yeah.
Just for good measure.
Oh no.
And he dies. And now we have Yuzua in Napoli.
Yuzo gonna make a hero play. He's gonna take down all of these ships. It's gonna be yeah, maybe not.
The enemy is about to win.
Do you believe in you, Zora? Do you think you can do it?
I just switched my map layout to 2-2-1, so yeah, no.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, there's no way, right? Unless Wargaming Pay to Win decides to go, hey, I have anti-submarine warfare planes, I wanna use them.
Hey, you never know.
They're gonna win this. It would be funny, right?
Congratulations to Wargaming Pay to Win. They will be advancing to the knockout stages. SN3K will be knocked down into the playoff game.
Yep.
Wait. This
Oh,
was
they're
winner's
not out
bracket.
yet.
Yeah, this was winner's bracket. Yeah. Okay.
That was winner's packet, exactly.
There
There were some good games. I like it.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that series. But,